Okay, I think I am live at the moment. This is new to me. I have not used this feature, so bear with me. It is Friday night, and it is, what is today, the 15th of June? Or say the 13th. No, it's the 15th, I think. So yes, and DJI just announced a big new event in New York for July. What was the date on that? Oh my God, how horrible is that? The 18th, I think. I'm not so good at this live stuff. Usually I fly my drone around live, but today I wanted to try this. So I am working on some software to be able to have live chats with other people. So I'm going to be looking for guests who want to come be on the show with me. I know Henrik from oh, shit. Henrik, I totally forgot the name of your channel right now. That's just horrible. He's my longest friend. He's going through a change. Oh, I shouldn't. No, can't announce that. That's for you to announce. That's secret stuff. I can't announce secret stuff. Look at me. I'm sucking at this live thing. Anyways, I'm just killing time until people get into the chat. It is Friday night, so hopefully there are some people that are not out on the town that are going to be joining us. If you are in the chat, please say something because I am learning this feature. So this is a test run for me. Anyways, Henrik with Drones and Electric Unicycles. He's going to be joining me once I get the OBS software set up. Hopefully I can get it figured out soon and we can lock down a day to do these live chats. And every week I'll hopefully do them all of them. Rick, what's up, man? Good to see you. So what I wanted to do is talk just a little bit with everyone about this DJI event, but I didn't want to just jump right into it because I want to give some people some time to get in. So if you're watching this on the replay, then maybe you can skip forward a minute or two and then you'll get into the DJI product stuff. So for now, I wanted to just sort of go over a few other things because I'm pretty stoked. As some of you have already seen, I posted a video today with the Autel Evo, and I am getting one of those. So I'm very excited to do some testing with that. That's going to be really, really cool. I was shocked whenever I heard from DroneWorks, and they asked me to do that. I wasn't expecting it at all. So that's great. I'm going to put these on so I can see a little better. Okay. Let's see. So I don't know if you guys have been watching the news, but there was just a huge forest fire just right by my house just recently, here in Silverthorne by my tattoo shop, actually. And they seem to have it pretty much not 100% out, but they have it under control. So that's a good thing. But it was some crazy stuff, man. Like it was all over the place, fire everywhere. And it was in a place where I just had been in a trail the day before. And I feel really bad for anyone who might have been in that trail and got caught by that fire. As far as I've heard so far, no one has died and no homes have been affected. So that's great news. What do we got? 5 people in here? All right. So I've already talked about the fires. I've talked about how I'm going to look into this OBS software and be able to have guests on the channel. Again, if you are wanting to do Skype and be a guest, let me know in the comments on this video because I'm starting to try to figure out what's the best day. I was debating Friday nights like this. If you think another day might be better, let that be known in the comments below. I have to work around my work schedule to be able to pull this off. So it's either got to be in the evenings after 8 or during the day, maybe by 1 in the afternoon or sometime earlier, which gives us a very limited time to pull these live videos off. So let's see. Something new that's coming for me is next weekend, there is a tattoo convention coming in Denver, and I will be going down to that. I don't know if I'm going to film or not, but I do have video from the same convention from a year ago that I need to edit, which I can throw up if anyone's interested in that soon. All right. You know what? Let's just start talking about DJI because that's what everyone's here for. I assume you guys have seen the announcement. There's really not much to it. It's just basically It's just basically a graphic. That's it. It's a graphic that has, some people have been getting media passes to go to this event. I have not. I will not be, I'm sure. I'm just not the media type guy, I guess. I'm just a regular dude. But everyone's speculating what this product's going to be. Will it be the Mavic Pro 2? Will it be the Phantom 5? Will it be some new product that none of us know anything about? That's the thing. That's the question right there. What is it going to be? My guess is it's probably a Mavic 2. We just had an influx of people or an influx of companies out there showing off new products. They're going to look. The Unique just came out with the Typhoon H Plus. That to me looks exactly like the Typhoon H. Maybe I'm missing something, but it might just be a resolution of the camera. I'm not quite sure what the difference is, but it looks pretty similar. So if you guys know that difference, join me in the chat. I'm here to talk to you guys, to hang out. This is a subscriber hangout. This is not just a Sean rambling kind of thing. All the way I'm rambling. You've got the, what was it, the Parrot, the Bebop 2 or something like that was just announced the other day. And that one didn't do much for me. Did it do anything for you? It sort of looked cheap to me. And, I just can't see spending that much money on something that looked that flimsy, but it's hard to judge things through a screen. When the Mavic was first announced, it looked really cool. Yet, it's you couldn't tell if it was like a toy or not until I finally found one in real life and got to check it out. And the thing was built really solid. It surprised the hell out of me. So with this possible Mavic 2 announcement coming in a month, that's going to change a lot of things for all these companies that just possibly they just announced all these new products. You've got the Evo coming out in like a week. You've got the Parrot Bebop, I think that comes out early July. I'm not sure when the Typhoon H is coming out. H Plus, that is. I think it's a few weeks still. But with the Mavic Pro 2 possibly being out at any time, it could be sort of a killer for these other products. But at the same time, is there enough room on the market for all of us, or for all of them, to have space? And I'd say yes. I think there is. Yeah, one of them is going to sell more than the others possibly, but I think there's plenty of room on this market for there to be multiple providers of drones. It's millions of people buy these things. So when people get all, I guess, fanboyish and think, oh, only one can survive, I don't really believe that's true. So this graphic, and as you saw in the thumbnail, that they released to announce this event, to me, it looks like an eye. It's supposed to mimic an eye. I'm almost 100% positive they did that on purpose. Now, why would they do that? It goes with see the bigger picture. See your eye, your iris, and your pupil. Now, if you look closer at that picture, and I wish there was some way I could put it on here and blow it up so you weren't just looking at my ugly mug. But if you look at that picture, it looks like it's made up of clouds, mountains, streams, and things like that. So to me, that suggests that it's like a tiny planet picture, what we can do right now with the Mavic Pro, as well as the Mavic Air. And if that's the case, does that suggest that possibly the camera itself on this announcement, is it going to be a camera they announce, or is it going to be a product, another drone with a camera attached to it that possibly is a 360 camera built in? That would be something. That would be something. Now, if it was announced that it was a 360 camera, could that 360 camera still have a 1-inch sensor? Because they could probably announce a Mavic 2 with minor upgrades, a 1-inch sensor, throw that out there, and everyone and their mom would buy it like that. But if they had some way to still have this compact drone with a 360 camera on it, that would probably do really well too. However, a 360 camera has to be low enough that it doesn't capture all the feet. Hello, how are you doing? You guys, what time is it where you're at? That's a great point, Rick, and I think you might be right, because that announcement alone is going to make people who were about to buy one of these 3 other new products go, whoa, 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 let me wait a month. I've waited this long. Let me wait one more month. And I don't know about you, but these things aren't cheap, man. Like $1,000, I can't go shelling out $1,000 a year for 2 or 3 different ones of these. Oh, Pueblo, okay, you're same time as me then. You're just a couple hours away from Silverthorne. It's like 3 or so, huh? 4 maybe. But yeah, I think you're totally right, Rick. I think it's gonna really, really slow down the sales that they were going to have, because there's plenty of people who can buy. Well, maybe not plenty, but there's people who can buy quite a few of these things at the same time. But I'm definitely not one of them. I don't think most of us are. I think most of us can afford one drone, and a lot of us can't even afford one of these ones that are $1,000. And now some of them are. Look at the Typhoon H Plus. What is that? Just under $2,000. I mean, that's a lot of money for a hobbyist to go out and buy just to be able to do cool photographs. Really? I would actually believe that, Ryan, because I had one of the earlier drones I had was the Blade Chroma and the Blade 350 QX3. Now, the Blade Chroma and the Typhoon H, when it first came out, they pretty much fly exactly the same. The controls, the setup, everything was exactly the same, except the controller was bigger on the Typhoon H. But pretty much everywhere, the placement of everything, the way it felt was the same as the Typhoon H. Now, the reason for that is that the Blade Chroma was actually made by Unique for Horizon Hobbies. So, of course, it's going to be very similar. But the Blade Chroma had a shit signal, and it didn't go very far at all. So, yeah, I don't know what the Typhoon H, like the draw to that one is, except that it has 2 extra props. So if one goes out, it can still completely fly with 5, which is pretty cool. You were going to get a new guitar and your wife told you no. Yeah, that's a bummer. What are you thinking of getting, Rick? Do you have one in mind that you've been like leaning towards? I've been actually debating getting the DJI goggles myself. I had a coupon to save $100 on them, and I missed it. And the deadline ran out, and I missed it. So I kicked myself in the ass. And, because I kicked myself in the ass for it, I decided not to get it because I missed that window. But eventually I might get some goggles. I also was looking at these clear ones. Oh, I think it makes them Panasonic or Samsung. And you can see through them at the same time and see a picture in them. And they're not that much of a difference in price compared to the DJI goggles. Evo, it looks, man, the camera on the Evo, Rick, looks amazing. It looks really, really, really awesome. The dynamic range. I actually just finished filming a video with some of the things that I'm looking forward to checking out on the Evo, and the camera is one of them. The dynamic range, it reminds me of going into Best Buy and looking at the walls of TVs, and you're always looking for the one with the highest contrast ratio for your blacks, so that you can see your blacks are deep black and your whites are vivid and white. And that is what makes all your colors look bright. It's actually a trick in art too. We do that every day in art. If you don't use enough black in the right spots, your colors look dull. That's just how it is. Hey, Hype Media, how you doing? If you're debating the Mavic 2, Rick, you might have to just hold off that 1 month. Because the 25th is when, actually it's less than a month before they announce it. But then here's the question: how long until it actually comes out? It's July 18th that they're having this event. Maybe they don't pull an Apple and go, oh, and here we are, one for everybody under your seat. And it's, maybe November before they come out in time for Christmas. You can't use yours because your eyes are screwed up too much. So can you fly one of the orange birds like the X-Star or the Evo? Yes, the Evo is supposed to be out the 25th. A lot of people are already getting pre-orders starting to show up. I've been seeing more and more people starting to get theirs a little bit early. So that's cool. Again, the camera on that thing looks amazing for having the sensor size that it does. Looks really nice. You know, there's a DJI store in Denver, and I'm about an hour and a half away from that. And I'm going to be going next Friday to the airport a week from today to go pick Gina up from the airport, my girlfriend. There is a chance that I might be able to leave early enough to swing by and check out that store. And they're not going to tell me anything. They're probably not going to know a damn thing. But who knows? You could go in there. Maybe they'll say something. Mavic Pro 2. My guess is it's going to be anywhere from obviously $900 to $1,300. I think that will be for their base model kit. If it has a 360 camera on it, it's going to be over. I think it'll be over $1,000 for sure if it's got a 360 camera on it, or even a 1-inch sensor camera. I think they'll use that as an advantage to be able to sell it for more. Unlike when Apple comes out with something new, the old ones drop in price, the new ones come in at the exact same price as the old one, almost all the time. I don't see DJI doing that. I see them being just a tad more greedy. Something that I was wondering about is you've got this event that's coming up on the 18th, and at that event, they're going to be announcing something. So it's not like they just all of a sudden made something and got it ready. This had to have been in the works for quite some time for them to be able to rent the venue, set aside get the crew ready to run it, get out all the whatever they need to show the examples, get the press ready. I mean, this is a lot of work to put on an event like this. It's not something they just threw together in a week. I really don't think they just threw this together in a week. This is something they've probably been working on, knowing that at the end of Q2, the Evo was supposed to come out. So they probably were, that's my guess. They were probably prepared. Ah, yes, the Caballero. There it is. That is, it's a reproduction. It's not the original from way back in the 80s. So way over there. That one, and that one are all just generic decks that I painted. This one's not finished yet. That one's a watercolor, and that one's airbrushed with automotive paint. You see the box for the air there. And a little Lego drone I still got to do a video for. And you've got some True Fire that I painted on a bowling pin. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments real quick, guys. The Mavic Air prototype will be next. Thank you about the artwork. That's my day job, so hopefully it's decent. Otherwise, I'm in the wrong job. But yeah, the Air is. I was really on the fence with the Air, and I've been doing more and more testing. If any of you saw the old videos where I had the issues with the Air and I returned it, and then I ended up getting a second one where I almost didn't. DJI offered me a deal I couldn't refuse. So I did get a second one to replace it. And the Air has been growing on me. At first, I thought it was like just a big gimped version of the Mavic Pro. And although some of the things about it are gimped, I don't think the whole thing is gimped whatsoever. Three Fingers Folly. Yes, I do that for a living. I am a tattoo artist for 25 years. And throughout that 25 years, I have taken time to airbrush motorcycles, helmets, RC cars, all kinds of stuff, done zombie makeup, all kinds of fun stuff over the years. But now I'm just focusing pretty much on my shop here in Silverthorne, Colorado, building that up. And when I'm not doing art or painting, I am making videos. And these are weird for me like this because I'm used to making more creative videos with edits in different angles. So these videos where I'm just statically sitting here talking to the camera or talking to you guys are a little odd for me. So hopefully I'm not coming off like a total tool bag. I appreciate that, man. There's other things in life that I have to focus on sometimes besides toys. Up until moving here, I was really, really broke, and I was poor, very, very poor, very broke. And I lived in Houston, Texas, and I saved for years to be able to make this move happen. I've done some videos that talk about it in the past. I really want to try and push more of that on this channel as well. Obviously, I want to keep using drones and technology, but I want to let people know that, if you're ever in a spot and you just feel like you can't reach where you want to go, it's possible. It's got to be possible because I pulled it off, and it took me years, man, 20 years to get back on my feet, basically. Would I still airbrush a helmet? Yeah, I guess I could. I don't have a place to clear coat it though, so that's the problem. If I was to just airbrush it and send it back to you for you to bring to your local guy to put a good clear coat on, that would you would take a chance of it getting scratched up. Because airbrush is very thin, so if it got scratched up in the shipping, that would suck. So I'd probably have to find somebody local here to do the clear coat and the prep work, because I don't like to do those two things. I just like to do the artwork. Thank you, Rick. It's that's one thing that over the years when I was struggling, I was struggling sometimes, like to be a tattooist and live and raise a kid on your own. It's a lot of work. And it was one of those things, you're doing something you enjoy or money. And, in hindsight, sometimes I wish I took the money, but it all seems to be working out now. Yeah, I think getting out of Houston was a good move. I just went back a few weeks ago to visit, and honestly, it was so freaking hot that, it was so bad. If any of you guys have ever been to Houston in the summer, it's brutal. It is so brutal. Building of Oz. Actually, my old website, Rick, is The World of Oz, based off of the movie, The Wizard of Oz. It was based off that. The World of Oz, a little play of words, but I haven't gone by that in forever. I've actually considered creating another YouTube channel using that instead of my name and starting from scratch, but it sucks starting from scratch, so I haven't done it. Adam, you live in Summit County. Where about, man? I'm in Silverthorne. I hope you weren't affected by the fires. That was crazy stuff. Three Fingers Folly. I do a little bit of photography. Nothing, I wouldn't call it professional photography. I did go to college for 2 years before dropping out and moving to California to surf, and I was doing graphic design and photography in college at University of Houston. My parents were pissed when I dropped out, but I didn't understand why as a kid. Now I get it as a parent. Shit's expensive. So I'm reading again. Alpha Fox, I thought about that. Could it be the Phantom 5? I really did think about that. But they just released the Phantom 4 Pro Platinum or whatever they're calling it with different props. They just released that. I don't think they would just do that and then a month later put the Phantom 5 out. Maybe like a few months, but that was just out. And yes, I just see that family is everything. And that is a big reason that we moved away from Houston, which is torn because we left a lot of family back there. I know we're getting way off on the subject here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've already not gone over on my thoughts with this possible event. I would go over all the stuff that I'm looking forward to on the Evo, but honestly, I just filmed a video that I'm editing hopefully tonight or tomorrow morning that goes over all that, so I don't want to like double up on the same exact thing. Text to speech is bad. Oh, I see you're doing like Siri or something there. All right, guys. I'm sort of blabbering. This was just a last minute thing that I thought. I was excited. I saw this little thing about this Mavic event. I was like, what better way to like jump in and talk about it than, there's not much to talk about because there's just a picture. So it's all speculation. Everything we're doing is speculation. Unless somebody works for the company, and even then they're going to be on NDAs, so they're not going to be able to say anything. But why make an entire real video about it when I could actually do like a subscriber hangout, which is what I've been trying to do forever with my videos, but it's been so windy outside that I can't even fly drones. Now with that big fire we just had, can't fly drones there either, because you don't want to fly drones when there's a big forest fire, because that's serious shit, man. Like being that close to one, it's serious shit. Like they're coming in with helicopters, planes, and you really don't need to be in the air when they're doing that. There's people's houses and lives that could be taken for any of us to fly around that. It's just not worth it. Even though that if we did and they hit one, it probably would do no damage at all. But that's besides the point. Thank you, Rick. I am going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I just wanted to say hi and see who came in. Again, if you have days and times that work better for you, I do want to eventually try and have something like this, but I'm going to use some software called OBS, which lets me then play videos and have people come in and do a live stream with me. Anybody with Skype. I could invite any one of you guys to come in, jump in, and we just shoot the shit back and forth, and people in the chat room would shoot the shit. And I think that would be really cool. I think that'd be a really cool way to get to know everybody better. A lot of you have been watching my videos for some time now, and I really appreciate it, man. Like, I really enjoy making them, sometimes more than others. But I don't have the same amount of time to make as many as I want to. I mean, I've got a book right here. It's got a list that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 76 video ideas that I want to make. That some of them are fleshed out a little bit, and some of them aren't. But I'm trying to make all those. And if I can over the summer, I will. Hey, MC Shan, love your channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm going to be quiet for a second as I read and get caught up. A few of these have bumped up. I was going to go, but let me answer these first. Thank you, Alpha Fox. Hopefully, same to you. Healthy family and all that good stuff. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We're supposed to finally get some rain up here in the mountains, which is good with that fire. Three Fingers Folly. Again, all of you guys, if you have a day like that you think a live video like this, I'm going to try to make a schedule, instead of just popping in and being like, poof, here I am live. I want to try to make a live day schedule, whether it be Friday nights, possibly Wednesday during the day, maybe before 3, like sometime like around 1. So yeah, I'm leaning at those 2 days because I don't think Saturday and Sundays would be good days for live things. Everybody be out doing stuff. Yeah, you're in Colorado Springs, man. Hit me up on the tattoo website or the Facebook page for it, Summit Ink Tattoo. You can't miss it. It's got the S and the I as the logo on it. And email me. Yeah, live, man. I just ramble live. I'm not very good at this live stuff yet, but hopefully I'll get better at it. It's practice. Practice makes perfect. My videos, if you go back a year ago, sucked ass, and they're still not great, but they're a hell of a lot better than they were a year ago. So practice really does make you get better. So hopefully once we get a locked in date, Rick, Friday's good. If it was Friday, it would have to be 8:30 o'clock. 8:30 o'clock. What the hell is that? 8:30, 9 o'clock, Colorado time, which is Mountain time. So that would be 8 o'clock California and 10 o'clock in Texas. I think that's 11 o'clock in Florida. That's pretty late. I see more people are coming in, right? As I was going to wrap it up. So I've already talked. Now I'm just babbling. Is that okay on these live things to just babble about not the subject anymore, since we're not really talking about the actual event? Or does that make it so I'm like, oh, look at that. I was mowing the lawn. And it's not like it's like a blister, but it's not a blister. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. All right, let's see. Thank you. I appreciate that. Canuck RC. Pro 2 will be bigger with a 1-inch sensor. Also, Casey, Mavic Pro 2 better have a different gimbal setup, because the Mavic Pro 1 gimbal is, in my opinion, the shittiest part of the entire product. I've been putting off making a video about the Drunken Horizon and really, really showing you guys what it is. If you've never seen that playlist of mine, check it out. So many people, when the Mavic Pro came out, had that, and they didn't even know, because it was their first drone. They didn't have a gimbal. They've never had anything that showed what it should do. And they just fly around, and their picture would just go back and forth like this, and they'd be so proud. They just didn't know. They didn't know it wasn't supposed to do that. I went through 3 Mavic Pros, and the third one I have still has it, although I've found a way to fly where it doesn't really affect the shots that I want. And I'd rather do that than deal with DJI customer support. But yeah, I do hope that they're going to have a different gimbal than the Mavic Pro 2. I'd imagine that the Mavic Pro 2 is going to be slightly bigger than the Mavic Pro. That's my guess. Maybe the same size as the Evo. Let's see what else we got. Hopefully they'll have a better gimbal guard setup, just like the Air does. The Air's gimbal guard is great. The gimbal on the Air works perfectly. So that is a huge plus on the Air compared to the Pro. I do not have a Spark. A buddy of mine has a Spark, and he lives in Greeley, Colorado, which is about a 2-hour drive, give or take, to where I'm at. And he comes up here like once a month, and the last time he came up here, he was supposed to bring it. He's kept it in a box. He hasn't even flown the damn thing. He has no idea how. And I was going to do a video and actually film me showing him how. Like what? I mean, this guy he's a very tech novice. He doesn't know much about tech stuff at all. Like, I still help him with phones. But I thought, what better way to help other people that are new to it than to take somebody that's new to it and really, really film and show what we're doing and show him, hopefully learn it, and how quick he'll be able to pick it up. Flying Canuck. I'm going to guess you're from Canada, right? And if so, what part? Do you live near mountains in Canada? I'm curious. Do you snowboard or ski or any of that good stuff? Oh, follow, you're selling your DJI goggles. Why? Are they the white ones or the black ones? See, this is why I need somebody to do the live stream, because like right here, there could be somebody split screen, and we could be just chatting away, and then we stop and look at the comments. I've got 1 vote right now for Friday nights for the live to start having it. It wouldn't be able to be next Friday night, but I could probably start after that. I need a little time to get this situated a little better. Okay, let's see. Toronto, nice. Never been there. Oh, off the grid. That's crazy. I don't know if I could do off the grid. I think living in the mountains is as close as I can get to off the grid. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up. It's 9 o'clock. I've been just babbling around for the last little bit. If you're watching this on a replay, sorry, but this is a subscriber hangout, so It's cool you're watching it, but I was here actually for the people that came live. So sorry. The rest of you, we'll definitely make some more videos. You know I'm going to make some videos about this event once I get more information about it and I learn more about it, or actually at the event. I'm not going to go to the event. I wish I could go to the event, but they're not going to invite me. So I'm going to just wrap this up and get out of here. You guys have a great weekend. I appreciate it. Enjoy the last video I put up. I put a lot of work in that one. I found it really funny, and hopefully you guys did too. And I will talk to everyone later.